Okay, so this is adding a waiver of subrogation and where to find it. So before going into NetRate to see if the policy, to start processing the endorsement, we will go to Policy and view the data imported from NetRate to see if the waiver of subrogation has been charged. We will go to Optional Coverages, and since it's a blanket waiver of subrogation and we have one flat charge, we won't have to go into NetRate to recharge it. So we will go to Policy, Endorsement, and we will create an endorsement. And we'll put the effective date on the endorsement. In the comment, we'll put the effective date, 10/31/2014. We prorata. And since we're also adding an additional interest, someone would click on Add and delete additional interest and save it. We will go back to Policy, Associated Items, Additional Interest, and we will add a new one. Campbell Global LLC, CPT Law LLC. We will select a designated insurer since we're in our liability, and we will scroll down and select the waiver of subrogation. Mark the location and select all the vehicles and save. We will go back to Policy, Associated Items, Forms and Conditions to make sure that the form is being selected. And since this is a waiver of subrogation, this waiver of transfer rights will not be selected. The one that needs to be selected, which is already previously selected, is the automatic waiver of transferred rights because it's a blanket. And we need to make sure that the designated insured for covered auto liability coverages is selected because that will give you your additional interest. And we'll press Save. We'll go to Bind. Press Yes to continue and Yes, and save it. We will edit. And we will add the verbiage here. So we will add additional insured Campbell Global LLC, CPT Law Co. LLC, 702 North Temple Drive, Thibault, Texas, 75941. And since we're also adding a waiver of subrogation, then we will press Save. Waiver spelled incorrectly. We can preview it to make sure that it's correct, and that's what's going to be sent to the agent. Close it, save it, email all, and send it. We will bring the email over, and we will put it under endorsement sent to agent and label it as effective. And then the effective date of it. Ooh, what was it? 10/23/2014. Sent to agent. Continue. Then we will go back in and delete the endorsement. And close it out. So this one, DGENY. We're going to add an additional insured and charge for the waiver of subrogation. So it looks like this endorsement has already been started. So before I go in and charge for the waiver of subrogation, I'm going to check and see if we've already charged it previously. And I do not see it. So we will go, I'm going to check to make sure that the endorsement is correct, which it is. Save it and go into rating. We will create a new endorsement. And put add waiver of subrogation, since it's the only thing that we're in net rate for, because that's what's being charged. Because on auto liability, we don't charge for additional interest. We'll put the effective date of 09/03/2014. We will go to company optional coverages and add auto, and we will select the blanket waiver of subrogation. We will write in the description, waiver of subrogation. The modifier will be 1 because it's a flat fee. Then we will calculate in worksheet. The classification code that's being prompted is 194. Calculate in worksheet. We will go back to policy to add the additional interest and the waiver of subrogation. We will select designated insured, waiver of subrogation, select the location, and select all of them. Close. Go back to policy, associated items, forms and conditions. Unclick the waiver of transferred rights because we charge flat, so we will have to select the automatic waiver of transfer right recovery. And we need to make sure that the designated insured for coverage auto liability coverage is selected. Then we will press save and bind. We'll press yes, yes. Continue. We'll click edit. We would add additional insured under product LLC, PO Box 1392, Winfield, Louisiana 71483, and we're going to add waiver of subrogation. We'll press save. And the waiver of subrogation is requesting for the premium, so we will edit. And we will insert the premium of $250. Save it. Save. And email all. Email it to the agent. Endorsement. We'll change it to the effective date 09/03/2014, and it'll be sent to agent. Continue. We will go back to notes and complete the task. And that one's done.